Any of these need replanted, or are they all level 8s? Looks like they're all level 8s. Okay. So, hear me out on this one first. Because I'm going to put the rest of the fodder away properly. But the reason I'm keeping one of them to sell is so that this way I can always get more level 10 stuff. Is essentially the thought process. Because I'll always be able to get the higher level fodder. Yeah, like I'll be able to get level 8 fodder more regularly and consistently because I put in a level 8 fodder. Make sure that there's no other sticks around here. I don't think that there are. Make sure that there's none in the rest in the middle. Nope. Okay. So since these guys are good, I should just be able... Ah! I do have one more I have to plant. Make sure I've tossed in what I've got. Cool. No! I thought I...
There we go.
Alright. So that should be handled. Now I just gotta clean up the area a little. Then we can give the rest... Is that considered the middle? Do you not water that? Because that's the middle. It's fine. Guess I could always make the ice griffin do it. I have to just keep running these individually, though. Okay. Come on. Then I can even focus on taking the rest of the things that I don't need. Good to see that has made Gato happy. I gotta figure out how to increase vitality in them when I'm not taking them with me places. Because with Gato, I want to make sure her vitality is stronger so that this way she can like harvest more without it getting drained too much from her own work. Okay, that's 2. Thought I had heard something behind me, but I did not. So that's a little concerning. See if there's any other rocks on the outside before I go in.
Nice. Yes.
Good, 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 good. Man,
Nice,
there's a lot of
nice.
iron and stuff in this. Maybe I should give her one of the earth crystals, but I like to save those in particular for the ones that go into battle with me when I don't have anything else to give them.
All right.
Because I need their stats higher. Okay, that's 3. So, I went to go see that Blue Beetle movie, now that it's out. Main reason I went, actually, was to go see it out of spite. Because I didn't like that they were projecting it was gonna fail before it, like, even actually hit the box office and trying to base it on how The Flash was doing. And I had fun. Like, it's not gonna be movie of the year. But I feel like I at least got my money's worth out of it. But then again, I went on, like, $5 ticket day. So that's a huge, like, contributing factor for it. But the part of it that I thought was the most interesting, enough to, like, make me intrigued to keep watching the entire way through the movie. So the boy's family clearly already knows that he's, you know, a superhero or like mixed with this stuff, you know. Like, he's not hiding this from them. He can't hide this from them, which is nice. I like that, like, no secret identity from your family kind of change. The Kim Possible style, if you will. Just because it's different from, like, the normal formula. Plus, I like the concept of a healthy family dynamic in which that they can trust each other with valuable secrets and not, like, and let them make the decisions themselves on how to best protect each other, rather than keep the secrets for no reason. Anyway... So, I'm watching the movie, and, oh, yeah. And the kid says to, like, the AI suit, he's like, yeah, no, we're not killers. We don't kill, we refuse to kill. And his family does not have any qualms about killing. Like, I watched his uncle, like, skewer a man at one point in time, and I was like, oh, what happened to the we don't kill thing? Are we not abiding by that suddenly? Okay. So, one thing I wanted to do... Where is he at? What barn? Okay, so Sora is here. So let's look at Sora's defense stat first. Because I believe... it is the Blue Beetle movie. Also, thanks for chatting. Yeah, it's the Blue Beetle movie. I kid you not, the kid says to his suit, if I were to describe the suit, think about it kind of like Jarvis was. Right? It's plot-wise, it's like combining parts of Black Panther with parts of Iron Man. But so he tells his version of Jarvis, like, we don't kill. And then in like 2 or 3 scenes later, I'm watching George Lopez skewer a guy with, like, you know, this giant thing. Like, there is no chance this guy survived. He's definitely dead. And I watch every single, like, support character straight up murder somebody in these fights. Like, yeah, they're evil henchmen. But I watch every single support character kill somebody. Including the little old lady Nana. But Blue Beetle has an issue with killing people. I don't know where he got... Literally everybody else is killing people. And I just don't... Right. Like... Like, I'm just watching the movie, I'm like, I don't... Oh... Okay, so 467 on defense, but I'm going to write down magical defense as well for posterity. But yeah, no. Like, it had some funny moments, but to me there was just nothing funnier than... we don't kill. 2 scenes later, other people are killing. And they set it up, so if you go to see the film, there are 2 post-credit sequences. One mid-credit and one post-credit. One of them sets up for a sequel, but the sequel won't happen if it doesn't do well, and I'm hoping that it just, like, over time does well enough that they at least consider it for a sequel, because the premise for the sequel to me seems more interesting than the premise for the movie that we got. if that makes any form or sense. You take that. Oh yeah, here's Crow. Crow's special. You can only get him on like Starfall days, apparently at night. Anyway, so the premise for the sequel is there is a character, there's a character in the movie that has like a missing parental figure, and like, you already know whilst you're watching it, like, they're probably going to spin this off into a sequel in which you go find the parental figure, that the parental figure's still alive, And, like, in the post-credit scenes, there's, like, something hinting at the fact that the parental figure is still alive. Okay, I think that was given directly to Sora, so let's take a look. So I want to see the movie where they go find the parental figure. Okay, so... regular defense went up by about 10 points. So, I consider that a win. Even if it's not a lot. Absolutely hates rain and prefers the darkness of dungeons. I'll keep that in mind if I bring you along someplace rainy. But that's pretty good. And magical defense even went up by 5 points. Because magical defense prior to this was 607. Let's see what else it says that raises. Yeah, no. Huh. Yeah, I wanted to keep some of this extra orichalcum I had just so that this way I could give it to my pets, because when you give the pets stuff, it raises the stats based on that attribute. So, orichalcum, it seems to increase both their defense and their magical defense, which is what I need to be raising in these people. But if you gave them something like iron, it's just going to increase their base defense. If you give them something like emeralds, it increases their magical defense. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's once per day. Yeah. So that was the thing that I found out. Now, this ore is supposed to be giving you 95 defense. It's only raising their stats by 10 points. But increasing their stats by 10 points is pretty significant. Because if you do it every single day, you'll get something broken, like Mulberry here. His beautiful little murderous eyes. He is the most powerful tank. I've watched him 2-hit a boss that I was struggling with. Because he's just that good. I mean, for comparison, in defense and magical defense that we were looking at, Sora there was a 477. His defense here is 1181. So, yeah, whatever stat you want to see increased, give them that item once per day. And over time, it strengthens. So, what I mostly do is I'll tend to hang on to these earth crystals, and I'll give these earth crystals to my pets. That or, eventually you'll start getting, like, way too many amethysts or way too many emeralds and you gotta get rid of them. I'll save, like, these kinds of things and then I'll give them to them. But, one thing I'm gonna fair warn you about first. When you're getting, because they don't tell you this if you just started with 5. If you played 4, they'll tell you this in 4, but they don't tell you this in 5. I found this out after the fact because I've played 5 as my first one. And now I'm starting 4, and I realize that the same logic applies. So when you're looking at the level for the items, so like the pumpkins here are level 9. If you want to get seeds in the shop for level 9 pumpkins, you just have to ship a level 9 pumpkin. Like whatever level you ship that item at, like the finished product at, seeds starting at that level start showing up in your shop. So I'd like to take one of each item that's at least a level 10 or a level 9 or something like that and ship it directly so that this way this keeps happening for me. So something to consider in all of the thoughts, because I didn't find that out either. Right, Sora? He's doing great. Sora is part of my 3-man team. Wait, where did you go? You're gonna need that. Sora is part of my 3-man team because I've unlocked the dungeon now at the end of the game. And depending on where you go, it's a little bit difficult in the dungeon. So my 3-man team for going into the dungeon is Mulberry, my broken little tank man, him. Love him. He's great. Fantastic. Not a single complaint. Red, my glass cannon, but she does heal anytime she gets hit by fire damage. All the fairies are like this. If they get hit by their respective elements, they heal. So if she gets hit by fire, she heals. If blue gets hit by water, she heals. If yellow gets hit by, I think it's light or something. Hold on, I can look that up. I have yellow. If she gets hit by ground, she heals. So, but yeah, I'm bringing Mulberry, I'm bringing Red, my glass cannon, and I'm bringing Sora. And so even though Sora's stats aren't that fantastic, the way that Mulberry's and Red's are, the best thing about him is he has a one-hit KO ability. So even though he can't be battering down the door with some of the rest of them, Sora here can one-hit knock out certain enemies. So we've got the tank, the glass cannon, and the wild card. And then there's me. One other piece of advice I'm going to tell you that they don't tell you when you play the game. So if you take your scythe or whatever farm tool and put it at the forge, and then for the upgrade item, you make it a magnifying glass, it puts the magnifying glass into the item. So some people I know use it on their watering cans. Some people like me prefer to have it on their scythe because I'm going to be using it to determine whether or not I want to cut that thing down. You could do it on multiples. Instead of just having to swap between the two all the time, if you just put it on there, it'll do it naturally. And if you want to line up something, because I know that there's no lines for being able to line things up on the wall, if you're holding an item and you press down right trigger, aka the walk button, it'll help you be able to line it up so this way you can only move forward or back or left and right at a time to make it easier to move stuff. Whether you know it already or not, totally fine, but I figured I would impart onto you the wisdom in which I wish I knew when I started this game. Because nobody tells you these things. I've already beat the main story, so there's not going to be any main story spoilers. It's just going to be the romanceable stuff post-story. And if you haven't gotten to this point where you've beaten the main story, don't start any romances until you beat the main story. Since the main story is super long, you can have one master save file and then branch off of them per romance you want to do. That is the advice in which I offer. You could take it or leave it, I don't care. But I am imparting upon you the wisdom in which is going to save me time. So, them's be the thoughts. Alright, I got some stuff I gotta drop off. I do eventually have to expand my storage box, but that is a later me problem. Okay. So let's drop off the last remaining of these. Good, good, good. Right, I gotta get more of that. Hold on. Okay, and one more. There we go. Because I have very specific holes and purposes for these. I don't want to fill them up on accident putting something away. Okay. So good, I can sell the rest of these then. Or the rest of the honey, I should say. Knew some of it. I also noticed that you could place stuff next to each other. If you break the first furniture and place the next furniture right next to the broken one. That I did know as well. And then go in and out, and the broken one should spawn next to the new furniture. I did hear about that. That one, I think I heard from like a YouTube video or something, because I got tired of not being able to line stuff up, and it was like an aptly named YouTube video, if it were. About like, you can place stuff next to each other in Rune Factory, or you can line things up perfectly in Rune Factory. And I was like, I need this. Desperately, I need this. Brain reset, brain reset. There we go. Have you played a Rune Factory before, or is this your first one? Because I know a lot of people like came over after having played 4, and then there's people like me who this was their very first foyer. There we go. Those are the words. Or like delve into. Too bad I don't know any place closer to the walls. Yeah, I wish. Other than just, like, line it up and hold down that trigger and just move. That's about as much as you got. 5 is your first one. So, there is a few things that, like I said, with the, like, shipping the vegetable thing, that they don't teach you in 5, that they do teach you in 4. But I will say, if you do go back and get 4 afterwards, which is most people's favorite, from what I've heard, 2 new people will show up in your town. Because they are from the 4th game. Margaret, aka Meg, and Doug. They're both from the last game. So it's only if it recognizes your save file in 4 will it give you these. This is for both the Switch version and the PC. Though the one I'm currently playing on is the Switch version. So, yeah. Fun things to mention. And 4 is also currently on the Switch too. It is the Special Edition. And, even better, 3 is going to be coming to the Switch soon. Might wait for Rune Factory 6 though I heard it might come out this year. I don't think it's coming out this year. And the reason I don't think it's coming out this year is because the Rune Factory 3 Special Edition comes out on September 3rd, I believe it is. So, like, within a week, give or take. And I feel like that's going to be their big one for, like, the holiday of, like, the winter. So, yeah, I only know because I have it pre-ordered at my work, essentially, so that this way I can pick it up. But it's going to be a special edition. There is, like, an extra special edition that you can buy that's, like, $80 that comes with, like, the swimsuit option that you can have people run around their swimsuits if you want. Or you can just get a base version of it. But I think Rune Factory 6, if anything, will come out at the earliest around March, give or take, of next year, so that this way people can have it in time for Easter. But I don't think it'll be this year, just because they don't want their titles to compete with themselves. But at some point, we will be playing Rune Factory 3 on the channel. It'll probably be after playing Rune Factory 4, though. Which we did just start. Let's see. Felt like I was gonna make her do stuff. I should go look for more bronze. While I'm at it. I hit go home instead of the warp menu. I keep doing that. Every time. Every time. I'll just teleport over here. Yeah, we'll just go to the entrance of this place. Much better. Alright, so I think we're at the last point where we've proved all of the people are going to be showing up, I hope. I just want to be able to have marriage. I want to be able to marry Lucas. I know, come back with the fodder. I don't care if they hit me, it's just knocking me over is a pain. Yeep. Yeah, I have like the extra special edition of 3 pre-ordered just because I like physical copies. It's just like kind of a me thing. And B, I knew with how like physical sales of Rune Factory tend to go that if I wanted to have a copy, I needed to make sure that I pre-ordered it in advance. Because that was the only way I'd be getting it. Though I do still have just a little bit left over I gotta put down. I think if I go into the fire caves is where I'll start getting more bronze. I don't need to go crazy with it, I just wanted a little more bronze to replenish my stores. Or I could always go somewhere where I get gold and then I could just try to get my forging skill up that way. Much better. No, give me the iron. Give me the iron. Much better. Yeah, I still haven't figured out who I'm going to romance in 4 yet. Though I do have a couple of very good contenders.
All right.
There's a character that you will meet later on.
All right. Nice.
Who's a little bit gruff in his personality. He's a contender. The cute, adorable guy that wants to be the perfect butler. The Crown Prince. And... oh, man. I think those are like my big three. Rune Factory 5 is the first Rune Factory to ever allow for, like, same-sex relations. So in 4, I can't just, like, pick any of the really cute girls. Unless I change Freya's gender. And I just would prefer keeping Freya the way that she is. So let's see. You know what? Yeah, let's go in. Though I wonder if I should bring Sora to level him up, but I'm just picking a weapon that I don't use that frequently. Let me in. Let me in. Yeah, I'm just picking a weapon I don't... what the heck was on my face? What is that? Oh. Oh, it was probably part of my headset. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so we've got Ruby.
Nice.
I guess I could incorporate that in one of the weapons I make. Just to get rid of it. I don't have like a whole lot else I can use the... well, I guess I think I can make the brooches, but I would need more silver for that.
All right.
Do I want to go where I can get silver easily to do that? Because I could. Let's see, how good... well, at least my defense stats will go up. Because I'm not too concerned about survivability. I just want to try to get my stats up. Giant snail. I don't see any hidden chests because I think I got them all already. Oh yeah. Once you've beaten the game, at some point in time, there's gonna be an incentive to go back through all of the dungeons with a new thing attached. Just make sure you keep track of which ones you've already revisited and thoroughly checked out, because I didn't. It was a nightmare. By the way, I've come to find out these cats, super terrifying in 4. Their attack and defense stats are like nuts. Oh, it's just a branch. Okay. Coming over here. Oh yeah, I gotta stay away from that guy. Main reason being is that guy can one-hit KO, and I don't want to take that risk. It's the dark magic stuff that can, like, one-hit KO things. So you want to be careful. Found that one out the hard way. Alright, I'm just going to keep running forward for a little bit. Mostly because I want to see if I can get something off of this guy. Did I get it? I locked him in place.
There.
Come on. Is that a no? Come on. Come on. Gotta wait. I got the sharp horn. Not what I'm going for, though. There's a quality warden cloth I had to give to somebody. And I haven't been able to get another one since, because it was a nightmare getting it the first time. Right, do your transform. Alright. I think the sharp claw was all I was getting. attempt was made. Alright, so let's go... Let's go here. Not exactly the safest place to go, but I want the silver. Thank you, I want the silver. Oh yeah, and this is, I guess, where I'll get the gold I need too, huh?
Yes. All right.
Can I incorporate that light ore in anything when I make it, so that this way I can just get rid of it? Because I have too much.
Yes.
Silver ore. Yeah, I'm in a place where my RP is draining per second, so I gotta be quick.
Yes.
Okay, there's some silver and there's some sapphires. At this rate, I'm gonna have way more sapphires than I'm gonna have silver.
All right.
Give me all of it. Ugh.
Yes.
Okay. If I go into the room right before this whole draining thing will stop. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the next part and then go backwards so I can get the silver from there. That's the only real way to get any. Right, because yeah, there isn't any here. Just those guys I'd have to fight. Ah. I guess I could go to the end and do the same thing.
Take that. Yeah.
Whoop. I gotta be careful with these guys. Main reason I say that is if I'm not, they could potentially one-hit KO me. Yeah, with something like that. It's usually the super dark one, though. Like those guys. They can usually do it. I just don't want to take the risk. And there's so much less silver today. What gives?
Nice.
Okay. Go back. Okay. If I go to 4 and then go backwards. I think also while I'm at it, I should shift weapons to my main one, just in case. I don't have to relive that fight, so... No need. Yeah. Man, there's no silver over here either. I'm gonna have to be prepared to go get more RP in a minute. Man, I think if I go up there... Wait. Oh, there's a ruby. Yeah, I think if I go up there... Okay, none of you guys matter. None of you guys matter. Okay, stay far away from that dude.
Yes.
I don't necessarily have to, but I don't want to take the risk. Whew, that could have been dangerous. Alright, so I have no RP left at this point. Which is fine. To be expected. Yeah, I'm fine with it taking a little bit out of me. Alright. We can go on and return home now. It's not like that damage is going to be anything real of consequence. I say, hopefully, to not be proven wrong. Okay, so... let's go ahead and add back in that bronze ore that I didn't actually mean to use. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's fine. Do I have any more? Oh, okay, I do. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do... put that there. And I'm just going to make sure... oop, all of this is topped off. See? Good thing. Okay. Good, good, good. I still have to get that growth serum, but it's too late at this point to go get it. Actually, what would it take me to make Greenifier Plus? Let's see. It's regular. Can I not make Greenifier Plus yet? Alright, I really should start hanging on to stuff to mix up and make my chemistry stuff stronger, but that's a later me thing. Okay, come on. So what do I have as options? Alright, so first step, let's throw in some of what I can. Just to get rid of stuff. Okay, I'm keeping that. Okay. No. That one I'm keeping. Okay, 7 I think is about as good as we've gotten with that. Six we'll have to do. I know I've shipped level 10s of those. Just want to make sure I've shipped one of each of these things. Just so that this way I can keep my, my chances of getting good stuff in. Okay. So that's set. Okay, well, I don't need the medical herbs. I think I can just get the blue ones and mix those into medicines. So I think I'll go do that.
Yes! Nice.
Cool. I should see if there's any, nope. Alright, so there's the blues. Which I should keep the blues every day to mix into medicine. Just so this way I can increase my chemistry level little bits by little bits. So we'll start with that. I can't remember if it's just the one or if I need two. Okay, so it's just the one. So that should help somewhat. Make an accessory. Okay. Okay, I can definitely do the ruby ring. How many? So I definitely have 5 silver. Okay, so I can make at least 3 of the ruby rings. So that's some success. What about a sapphire ring? Yeah. Oh, boy, do I not have, like, much in the way of silver. Okay. I can make 10 of these. And that should at least help. Okay. That did not increase any of my stats. Fantastic. Well, at least not in the way of, like, I leveled up. Alright, so let's ship off what I got. Oh, I could still make one more. Not what I was going for there. Okay, so I have also 2 gold. Okay. So I could probably go knock out the 2 gold real quick. Because those ones I actually wanted to do with my forage. Okay. So for those, I could actually put in the sapphire if I wanted to. For just no other reason than because I can. I'm just trying to really raise up my levels here. Okay. So far, so good. I can make another silver ring of some kind. Ooh, turnip seed. I will gladly take a turnip seed. Okay, so make an accessory. I can't make any of the brooches. I don't have the skill level. That's why I'm trying to raise my level currently. Okay. What would this give me? Why is it taking me that much? Okay, so here's an idea. Okay. I don't know if that actually helped, so. No, it didn't, because it didn't actually increase my RP. Okay. Well, I guess we can go make pumpkin then. Whether or not I'm selling the pumpkin isn't really the concern. Not the steamer. I want the pot. There we go. Okay, I know I have 9 on me. Come on. Alright.
Time to eat.
There we go. I knew that was gonna get me the rest of the way I needed. Okay. An accessory. Alright, so There we go. Much stronger sapphire ring. Good. And then I can go on and make a shield. There we go. I don't want the orichalcum though. Okay, so for this, I should be able to just make 9. Okay. So for these ones, I'm going to go ahead and actually make 6. And the main reason for that is so I can use up all the sapphires. Like I said, the main goal is I am trying to legitimately just use and drain all the RP that I can so I can get rid of all these items.
Time to eat.
Because I don't need them, and I think it'll help me out in the long run. Ah. That is a pretty solid ring. I might have to look into doing something like that later. Good, good, good. I'm gonna go ahead and keep at least one more of those because I'm not done making stuff today. So I need to make a baseball bat, a couple of them at least. It's a hammer, I believe. Yeah, so I can make 6 of those. And then in the dual blades. Okay, so 9 is that first set. 18 is that second set. And then I can do 6 more. Wait. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I still have an insane amount of RP left over. Like, to the point I should go probably try to find more stuff. So this way I'm not just wasting the RP. I have an idea of where it can go. 'Cause I need to increase my chemical stuff, too. Okay.